What's going on, people? My name is Antoine, this is ATM Tech, and welcome to the channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be showcasing this bad boy, the Samsung Z Fold 2. Now the Z Fold 2 has always been touted as a productivity device, but how does it fare in gaming? Is it going to help you dominate the competition, or are you going to have to be carried by your teammates? Let's find out. So the Z Fold 2 has a Snapdragon 865 Plus processor with 12 GB of RAM. So in terms of flagship specification, that's about as good as it gets. Obviously current generation, you're looking at Snapdragon 888, so it's a little bit behind that, but for the most part when it comes to running current games, it's more than enough. So we're going to start with some Call of Duty. So obviously we are using the touchscreen controls, so with the nice big screen, the touchscreen buttons should be nice and easy to control. He says, let's find out. It's actually one of my favourite maps from Call of Duty 4. Oh. I mean, considering the fact that I didn't die, I'm guessing I'm playing against bots. But as you can see, the frame rate is relatively smooth. Just crank up the volume a little bit. So the touch controls aren't the most accurate, but the fact that I've got a larger screen makes the buttons a bit bigger, so a bit easier to use. Whoa. Get him, get him, get him. Oh, yes. Can I take his weapon? Yep. So obviously Call of Duty is not really designed for touch screen. Obviously you do have full controller support. You can use Xbox controller or a PlayStation, PS5 or PS4 controller. I would recommend that, but if you're out and about and you fancy some multiplayer action, then it's viable. As long as you don't come across any tryhards using a controller. And he's down. So for the most part, I think you're getting a pretty decent experience. As I said, I'm not seeing any dropped frames. I think this game runs at 60 frames, and it looks as though I'm getting that. We're going to kick into some Mario Kart. And that's a good start. I presume that's the game server and not the phones itself. Let's try that one again. Okay, so the game should be running now, and it's stuck. Okay, I'm going to close that down and then reboot it. There is a download that's happening in the background, so that's probably a server issue rather than a phone issue. There we go. Oh, interesting. I'm going to come back to that one. As I said, I know there's a download running in the background, so we'll let that do its thing. So we're going to run some Asphalt, and this game has a lot of sound, a lot of music, and one thing I quite noticed is it's very easy to block the ports. I don't know if you can. So yeah, so your natural hand position blocks the sound very easily. Let's get that, turn that down. This is a game that relies quite heavily on touch, and again, touch buttons aren't the most accurate, but the larger screen just makes it all that bit easier. So Asphalt is definitely a game that's quite heavy on the graphics, and okay, I'm holding. Yeah, relies quite heavily on the graphics, and I must say with this 1440p display, it looks pretty damn sweet. Again, no dropped frames. The device is actually staying pretty cool. I know I haven't been gaming for long, but it feels pretty cool to the touch. So fun fact, the battery on this is actually split into both halves of the folding screen. So I'm sure that helps with the heat distribution, keeping it cool. Anyway, enough of Asphalt. Let's get some GTA 3. I know this is a nostalgic game for a lot of people. So this is the Android port directly from the Google Play Store. And from what I remember, it looks pretty much exactly the same as the PlayStation version, if not a little bit better. Let's go. So this is another game that it does have full controller support. So you can connect an Xbox controller or a PlayStation controller, but clearly I can talk and play games at the same time. So even though the screen is large, the buttons for this are actually on the screen are actually quite small, so I'm finding I'm missing the buttons quite often. I feel like this is one of those cases where a smaller screen might be better because the buttons probably closer together. This runs pretty much as smooth as you could possibly want it to be honest. Honestly, I don't remember the PlayStation version looking this good. As I said, this is the full port of the game. It's not like a stripped down version. This is the full game, and it looks brilliant on this, to be honest. Right, let's wrap that one up. Everyone loves a bit of good. So for whatever reason, Mario Kart just does not want to know. As I said, I hope that is down to the servers rather than the phone itself. I'm going to keep on trying it out, and if you do see a test, if you see some footage in the video, then you know I got it to work. If you don't see anything, it means I couldn't get it to work. So there we are. I hope I gave you a bit of insight into what it's like to game on the Galaxy Z Fold 2. If you enjoyed this video, a like is always appreciated. It helps me out a lot. And if you're not subscribed already, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button. But again, my name is Antoine, this is ATM Tech, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.